Law of Divine Oneness. Overview. The law of divine oneness is the cornerstone of all the universal laws, teaching that everything in the universe is intimately connected. This law reveals the profound truth that no person, action, or experience is truly isolated. From the vast galaxies to the tiniest particles, all things are woven together in a web of energy, consciousness, and influence. As human beings, we are individual expressions of the same universal force, each contributing to and affected by the collective whole. The principle of oneness is reflected in every aspect of existence, from ecosystems where each organism plays a role in the survival of others, to human relationships where our emotions, behaviors, and actions shape the experiences of those around us. The interconnectedness is evident. Whether consciously or unconsciously, we are constantly co-creating our lives in partnership with the energy of others and the universe itself. When we truly understand this law, it becomes clear that there is no separation between ourselves and the world. We are an integral part of an infinitely interconnected system. The nature of oneness. At its core, the law of divine oneness teaches us that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and that our physical form is just one aspect of our existence. On a deeper level, we are all part of a unified consciousness, a divine intelligence that permeates everything in the universe. This is the same force that causes the stars to shine, plants to grow, and our hearts to beat. We are never alone or independent from the whole. Rather, we are inseparably intertwined with everything around us. This interconnectedness means that our thoughts, beliefs, and actions have a far-reaching impact. A single decision or mindset shift has the power to influence not only our lives, but also the lives of countless others. Like a stone cast into a pond, creating ripples that extend far beyond the point of impact. Conversely, the experiences we attract and the people we encounter are often reflections of the energy we project into the world. This law invites us to realize that the external world is a mirror of our internal state, and that by changing ourselves, we have the power to change the world. The illusion of separation. One of the greatest misconceptions that humans hold is the illusion of separation. We tend to view ourselves as isolated individuals, disconnected from the experiences of others. This illusion leads to competition, conflict, and a sense of scarcity, believing that for one person to succeed, another must fail. It fosters feelings of loneliness and disempowerment, making us believe that our actions have little impact on the broader world. The law of divine oneness dissolves this illusion by showing us that separation is an illusion of the physical world. At the energetic and spiritual level, everything is one. This understanding opens us to the realization that when we uplift others, we uplift ourselves. Conversely, when we harm others or act from a place of fear or selfishness, we ultimately harm ourselves. This is why many spiritual traditions emphasize love, compassion, and unity as central to human flourishing. How oneness relates to success. When we embrace the law of divine oneness, it transforms the way we approach success. Instead of seeing success as something to be attained in isolation, we begin to see it as a collective experience. True success is not just about individual achievement, but about contributing to the success and well-being of others. By supporting the growth, happiness, and prosperity of those around us, we activate the flow of abundance in our own lives. This shift in perspective encourages collaboration over competition. When we recognize that we are all connected, we realize that helping others reach their goals will ultimately help us reach ours. Acts of kindness, generosity, and cooperation return to us in ways we may not immediately see, but they create a powerful energetic exchange that aligns us with higher frequencies of success and fulfillment. Moreover, when we understand that we are part of the same universal force that governs all creation, we begin to tap into a deeper sense of purpose. We no longer see ourselves as struggling against the world or competing with others, but as co-creators in a vast, dynamic universe where our thoughts, actions, and contributions matter on a cosmic scale. Success becomes a natural byproduct of aligning with this truth. Why people resist or struggle with oneness. While the concept of oneness is powerful and transformative, many people resist it because it challenges deeply ingrained beliefs about individuality and control. In modern society, we are often taught to value independence, self-sufficiency, and personal achievement above all else. The idea that we are connected to others or that our success is intertwined with the success of the collective can feel threatening to the ego. Another reason for resistance is the fear of vulnerability. Accepting the law of divine oneness requires us to let go of rigid boundaries and open ourselves to the influence and experiences of others. It asks us to trust in a larger, unseen force and to surrender some of the illusion of control that the ego holds onto. For many, this can feel uncomfortable or even risky. Additionally, because oneness suggests that we are responsible for the energy we put out into the world, it forces us to confront our actions and their consequences. Some may resist this law because it requires personal accountability, not just for what we do, but for what we think and feel. It can be difficult to accept that our internal world is creating our external reality, especially when we are faced with challenges or difficult circumstances. The life-changing impact of oneness. Despite these challenges, understanding and applying the law of divine oneness can have a profoundly positive impact on your life. When you fully grasp the idea that you are connected to everything and everyone, you begin to approach life from a place of compassion, empathy, and cooperation. You recognize that the success of others is your success, and their joy is your joy. This shift in mindset creates a sense of inner peace and reduces feelings of isolation, fear, and competition. Oneness also empowers you to see the infinite possibilities that exist within the interconnected web of life. When you understand that you are part of the same force that created the universe, you realize that you have access to unlimited potential. This understanding fosters a deep sense of purpose and belonging, allowing you to move through life with confidence, knowing that you are supported by the universe in all your endeavors. Finally, by aligning with the law of divine oneness, you open yourself to the flow of abundance and success. Instead of striving or struggling to get ahead, you begin to attract opportunities, relationships, and experiences that are in harmony with your higher purpose. You become a magnet for success because you are operating from a place of connection, trust, and collaboration with the universe. Affirmation: I am connected to all that is. My thoughts, actions, and energy ripple through the universe, creating harmony and unity in every part of my life.